All right, let's talk about something we all feel. You know, that amazing feeling when a meal is so good it just makes your entire day. And on the flip side, how a bad food experience can totally ruin it. Well, today we're diving into the secret ingredients that every single food business is after, your satisfaction. We're going to break down the simple science behind that happy feeling and how smart companies use it to earn our loyalty.
So let's start with a feeling. Just picture this. The pure joy when you get that perfectly spiced suya, sizzling hot, right off the grill. Now think about the total opposite. That sinking feeling when you open a delivery box and your order is just completely wrong. That huge gap between what you were hoping for and what you actually got. Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about today. You know, that feeling isn't just random luck. There's actually a kind of formula behind it. And every successful food business, whether it's the local buka you love or a massive fast food chain, they've figured it out. It's how they keep us all coming back. So at its very core, consumer satisfaction is all about one thing: how reality measures up to your expectations. It really just boils down to that simple comparison. What did you think you were going to get, and what did you actually get? The answer to that simple question, well, it changes everything. Let's break this down. If you expect a pretty good meal and, it's good, you're satisfied, that's fine. But what if you expect a good meal and it turns out to be absolutely excellent? Whoa, now you're not just satisfied, you're delighted. That's the magic zone, the sweet spot where real loyalty is built. Of course, the reverse is true too. When a meal doesn't even meet your basic hopes, that's when you start losing customers for good. Okay, so if this whole formula is so important, how does anyone, from your campus cafeteria to huge brands, actually figure out where they stand? How do they know if you're delighted, just kind of satisfied, or, about to go leave a really bad review online? The answer is pretty simple. They have to listen. But in a world that's so full of noise, with thousands of customers every single day, how do they cut through all of that to hear what you're really thinking? It's not like they can just ask every single person who walks out the door, right? Well, today they have this whole modern toolbox for listening. Sure, it starts with the classic stuff like surveys and just seeing if you come back. But now, it goes so much deeper. Businesses are actively watching your Instagram posts, they're reading your Google reviews, they're even paying attention to your DMs. Every single piece of feedback you put out there has become a super valuable clue for them. And here's a really crucial point. Even negative feedback is basically a gift. Seriously. A complaint isn't just a customer being angry. It's a customer taking the time to point to a very specific problem and saying, hey, you need to fix this. For any smart business, that kind of information is pure gold. So check this out. Here's how it works in the real world. There was this popular spot that was just getting hammered with complaints about their super long wait times. Now, instead of getting all defensive, the management actually listened. They dug into the feedback, hired more people, and totally redesigned their kitchen process. And the result? Wait times dropped, customer satisfaction shot way up, and business was better than ever. But look, being satisfied isn't just about getting a good meal quickly. To build that real, long-lasting loyalty, you need something much more fundamental. You need trust. And trust, well, that's built on a foundation of ethics. Ethics are basically the moral rules of the game. It's all about doing business in a way that's fair and responsible. And when it comes to the food industry, this is completely non-negotiable because we're talking about stuff that directly impacts our health every single day. I mean, the difference here couldn't be more clear, right? Ethical marketing is simply telling the truth. If your label says 100% natural fruit juice, then the stuff inside had better be 100% natural fruit juice. The second it's packed with artificial flavors and tons of sugar, you've crossed a line. It's not marketing anymore, it's misleading. And just like that, you've broken that customer's trust. And this isn't just a friendly suggestion. Here in Nigeria, we have agencies like NAFTEC for this exact reason. Their whole job is to enforce these standards, to make sure that what a company says is in the package is what's actually in the package. They're there to protect all of us. So when a business gets all the pieces right, the food is great, the service is on point, and they're honest and ethical, something really powerful starts to happen. They stop just selling you a meal, and they start building a brand that you can actually trust. And this is why all of this matters so much. High satisfaction leads to loyal customers. And what do loyal customers do? They become your best advertisers. They tell their friends, they post online, and all that positive word of mouth directly drives up profits. It's this amazing cycle of success, and it all starts with just keeping your promises.
Building that kind of brand really comes down to a few key pillars. It's about having consistent quality, great service, being super clean, pricing things fairly, and always listening to feedback. Getting these things right, not just once in a while, but every single time, that's how you build trust.
And that's really the big takeaway here. You just can't buy loyalty. It has to be earned. And it's earned every single time a customer shows up and their experience meets or even better exceeds what they were hoping for. That consistency, that's the real secret ingredient. So, as you go out and start building your own careers, maybe even your own businesses in this industry, I want you to really think about this. What promises are you going to make to your customers? And more importantly, how are you going to consistently deliver on those promises to earn their trust? What is your brand going to truly stand for?